Hi, hello. Just a moment. Okay, we are live. Okay, yeah, stream. Today I will have stream in English, so just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, today we will talk about Greta. Because a lot of people are talking about Greta. So yeah, and don't say no habla inglés. I remember one movie, but I can't remember the name of the movie. The main actor is Clint Eastwood, and this movie, it's a comedy, I don't know, army comedy movie. Clint Eastwood is a sergeant, army sergeant, and his soldiers are always saying no habla inglés. They're mocking him, they're mocking their sergeant. When he orders something to soldiers answer is no habla inglés. So we will talk about Greta. You all know Greta, you know. I wrote a blog. That's how I'm streaming today. When I'm writing something, then I just after that I'm reading what I wrote. So I will. Oh, look at that! I have subtitles. Wow, subtitles in English. Okay, yes, I will read what I wrote about Greta. It's very simple. Just a second, people. I must open this, my page, okay. Shabbat Shalom, yes, today is Shabbat. Where is Greta? Oh, Greta, yeah. Okay, Greta's problems. I wonder what problems Greta has, because most girls her age have a desire to find true love, whether it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or desire to become something, or a scientist, or an artist, or a lawyer, or a doctor, and so on. Although everyone has problems, but when you are 20 years old, what solves your problems? I think love and desire for love solves your problems. Greta was mocked, just like when I started this stream, when I say about the movie where Clint Eastwood is a sergeant. Yes, his soldiers were mocking him. Okay, let's go back to Greta. Greta was mocked at school by her colleagues. So her story about activism, which is why she didn't go to school, is a story about not solving her own problems. Whenever Greta is on camera, you notice anger and negative energy. Really? Do you notice something positive when she is talking to camera? And to make things even more morbid, in her case, the new world with these neoliberal clowns has to speak mentally raped her and used her as a 17 16-year-old to spread their frustrations. Yeah. Do you see any around her generation, young generations, like her? No, you see only elders who are using her for, I don't know. Yeah, they convince her that as a child she can change the climate. Who can change the climate? No one. They convince her that she can save the world. Personally, I would tell to her, Greta, you can't change the climate and you can't change people. You can change only yourself. First of all, by asking yourself, what do you want from yourself? Don't you want to have a boyfriend, or don't you want to have a real love, or don't you want to have sex, or don't you want to become an artist, especially since you are still a child or a teenager. Teenager. No, yeah, I have a problem. I'm trying to speak like American, so yes. She, for me, she looks like, I don't know, 16-year-old child. Those who push you into this activism are also making fun of you. Only they do it indirectly. They made a useful idiot out of you. Yes, I don't understand her parents and psychiatrists because they didn't direct her on the right path. Instead, they direct her on morbid paths. From Al Jazeera to feminist circles, from LGBT and other clowns of today's world. Folks, if you think I'm wrong, then you are morbid, because for 30 years you have been supporting and pushing children to fight against tanks. These activists who are sailing to Gaza, they know very well that they will not reach Gaza. So, what is all about? Why are sailing and they know they will not reach Gaza? Why didn't they sail to Yugoslavia? When Yugoslavia collapsed, we had bloody war. We had genocide. We had war crimes, ethnic cleansing, everything bad. What is happening when is war? And I didn't notice any flotillas, or I didn't notice any flotillas to sail to Syria, Sudan, Yemen, and so on. I must find one video. This is like, just a second. When a reporter is asking Greta about Hamas. Yeah. Oh my god. Just a second. Just a second, my dear people. Which media? I think Sky News, yes. Greta mocked. Yeah, she's mocked. Come on. Oh yeah. This is the right. Yeah. She can't save the world, come on. She used
as Israel is fighting for her life is deafening.
In occupation that
Let's go.
everyone should have the right to live in freedom and dignity.
IDF has said to us that it's demonstrated its commitment to getting humanitarian aid into the people of Gaza, and it says that in response to your flotilla that it will continue to enforce the naval blockade. So I guess some people would say,
what's the point of all of this? To be clown, I think. You can't change the things in Gaza, come on. The fact is, there is no more Gaza. It will take, I don't know, 10 to 15 years to rebuild Gaza. So all these countries and governments in Europe who are loudly supporting Gazans and so on should bring them into their country. If they love and support Gazans, come on. 500,000 to 1 million Gazans need a status of refugee. And Gaza is there. It's not habitable anymore. It's like Berlin in 1945. Ruins. After ruins. Gaza is a huge ruin today. And many buildings are also booby-trapped. So people, if you want to help these people, bring them home. Bring them to your country. I said, come on, Slovenia, because Slovenia is loudly supporting this government, because you must know also this. We are split here between one politician faction and other politician faction. So left-wingers are supporting Palestinians, right-wingers are supporting Israel. If it was opposite, so if the right-wingers would support Palestinians, then the left-wingers would support Israel. Yeah, it's all about indoctrination, about when you talk about Israel and Palestinians. Political indoctrination, and also a propaganda from Al Jazeera and so on. Okay.
what's the point? You're going to get probably deported again. Is this more about PR than actually progress?
First of all, it's important to add that by doing so, by continuing this blockade, Israel is violating international law.
No, it's not violating. It's the rule. They have rules. They're controlling all this area. It's called how can you say Israeli waters. Slovenia also has Slovenian waters. Croatia has Croatia waters, and you cannot enter without permission from this country. If this country lets you to enter in these waters, you can enter. But if you are not, if you don't have permission, who are you then? Crusader, pirate, who are not listening, who are thinking, oh yes, I'm above the law, I can go everywhere. If I go to Brazilian waters, they would ask me, or they would give me permission or not to enter in these waters. But they are acting like pirates, come on. Or they're trying to, I don't know, to call their countries to, I don't know, invade Israeli waters. That will not happen, come on. That will never happen, come on, no country. Can you remember the incident 2010 when Turkish flotilla, there were, I don't know, 500 and I think 560 passengers. 10 people died. then. Why they died? Because when they entered into Israeli waters, IDF told them to go to, I don't know, to change the course. But they didn't listen. They say, oh, who are they? Who are they? We will fight them. And they again tell them through a radio, stop, you cannot go forward anymore because we will stop you. And they say, no, 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 come on. And then came IDF. They enter into this big ship, on this big ship, and people, Turks, crazy Turks, attacked IDF soldiers with knives, with bats, and so on. And then Israeli soldiers shot, I don't know, 9 or 10 Turkish activists. They died because they were stupid. You're not above the law. Israel has a system, very hard system, and if you're not listening them, you know, it can happen everything. Every country in the world has a system. They think Israel is something like that, you know, like some village.
Which is very important, and what we are trying to do is to use our rights to sail on international waters and to deliver humanitarian aid, which Israel are not allowed to block from coming in. And we know, we've heard from humanitarian organizations from all over the world that they are...
You can give humanitarian aid through Egypt or through Israel. You can't sail to Gaza, it's impossible. They're really retards. Or they are living in some wonder world where is everything possible. Try to enter into Iranian waters and try to fight for women's rights. What will happen?
Blocking humanitarian aid from coming in, and people are being killed, shot at by snipers.
We contacted the IDF ahead of this mission. They've said that they have been delivering aid. They say over the last few months alone, 9,000 trucks have gone in. The reality is you're probably not going to be able to get your aid into Gaza. So how will that help, though? How will your mission help the people in Gaza, do you think?
As I said, Israel has an illegal siege and they are committing a genocide in Palestine. Genocidal scholars all over the world are saying this. People have been sounding the alarm for a very, very long time, and this is just a continuation of the suffocating oppression that Palestinians have been living under for decades. And as I said, the question we should be asking is not why are we doing this mission? Do you think you will be able to deliver aid? The question we should be asking is why is there siege? Why is...
Receive, as a Swedish girl, receive 100,000 Palestinians or Gazans from Gaza. That's how you will help this to Gazans.
This mission needed. Why isn't humanitarian aid coming in? Why are Palestinians being deliberately deprived of their means to sustain life? Why can they not produce food? Why are they not allowed to fish?
We know your views on what's happening and Israel's actions. Can I just ask you your thoughts on Hamas? They're still holding hostages. What would your message to Hamas be?
Again.
You know, when you ask pro-Palestinians this question, their brains start to lag, really. About Hamas and about hostages. Their brains start to lag, like computer when it's lagging. Genocide, occupation, apartheid, then they start to talk about this, you know. they cannot answer about atrocities what Hamas did to Palestinians since 2006 and today. I was watching a lot of documentaries and news reporters about problematic situation in Gaza after Hamas became leader in Gaza. They didn't have elections because of Hamas. How many news reporters were killed and were kidnapped by Hamas since 2006 and today? How many? You couldn't report anything objectively about Gaza because it was so hard repression in this area by these radicals who are not. You should listen. Mossab Hassan Yusuf, son of one of the founders of Hamas. He was in Hamas. He was raised by Hamas and he ran away from Hamas. Why? Because he noticed that they are totally, I don't know, how can I say, like gangs in Mad Max, like cannibals, kamikazes, suicidal idiots. What scares Hamas? Nothing. Or one thing, a life. They're not afraid to die. That's the problem. They're not afraid to die, and that's a problem because nothing scares them. Okay, that's it for today. Shabbat Shalom, and I think again, look, Gaza, there is no more Gaza. Gaza is totally out. It will need 10 to 15 years to rebuild Gaza. So if you want to help these people, relocate them into EU countries, especially these countries who are loudly supporting Palestinians, and that's the only way. The problem is Egypt, Jordan, and other Arab countries don't want them in their state. And Turkey is also loudly supporting Palestinians. So relocate them to Turkey. I'm not racist. I'm anti-racist. I said you can relocate them next to me. They can be my neighbors. It's not a problem for me. Really. I have also neighbors from China, from Nepal, from Africa. I don't have problems with that. But I think you have a problem. All you pro-Palestinian clowns and so on, you have a problem because it's all about, I don't know, to get political points, or I don't know. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Shabbat Shalom. Peace, brothers and sisters. That's it. Goodbye.